read The Pout Pout Fish by Deborah Deason, pictures by Dan Hanna. And remember, let's go ahead and look at the back. Sometimes a kiss is all it takes to turn things around. You know this book as well as I do, so with the parts that we all know together, you can chime in. Can you please check your bottoms, please, to show me that you're being listeners? The Pout Pout Fish. Deep in the water where the fish hang out lives a gloomy swimmer with an ever-present pout. Show me your pouts. I'm a pout pout fish with a pout pout face, so I spread the dreary wearies all over the place. Blub, blub, blub.
He's so angry.
He's just so sad. Along comes the clam with a wide winning grin and a pearl of advice for her pal to take in. Hey, Mr. Fish, with your crosstown frown, don't you think it's time to turn it upside down? Says the fish to his friend. Nice thought, Miss Clam. I hear what you're saying, but it's just the way I am. Ready? I'm a pout pout fish with a pout pout face, so I spread the dreary wearies all over the place. Blub, blub, blub. Along comes a jellyfish. He floats through the ocean, his tentacles all trailing in a gentle locomotion. Stop. Because I remember when we read this book at the beginning of the year, you had trouble determining what that word meant. So think about locomotion. I'm going to reread. Along comes the jellyfish. He floats through the ocean, his tentacles all trailing in a gentle locomotion. I was going to think of another word that's for locomotion. We raise a quiet hand. Can they?
Locomotion means that it's furrowing around.
It means a type of movement. Kiss your brain. Very good. Say way to go, Kanae.
Way to go, Kanae.
It's the type of movement, locomotion. They're moving, and they're moving gently. Very good. Hey, Mr. Fish, with your daily scaly scowl. I wish you wouldn't greet us with a grimace and a growl. Says the fish to his friend, Mr. Jelly, I agree. I'd like to be more friendly, but it isn't up to me.
He had a peanut butter jar.
I'm a pout pout fish with a pout pout face, so I spread the dreary wearies all over the place. Blub, blub, blub. What happened
It's a
to
pattern.
him? Raise the quiet hand. Eric, what happened to him?
He got cooked.
He got caught in the seaweed. Gabe, I heard you mention a pattern. What pattern are you noticing?
He's going to keep in the sea animals.
Can you send him support, please?
The sea animals, people telling them the same thing, and people have a blah, blah, blah.
Very good.
Because it's little, medium, and big, and little, medium, and big.
Oh, you're noticing the pictures?
Yes.
Well, I think that the fish doesn't change any stuff, but I see the words, how they start to get bigger to show his feelings. Very good. Kiss your brain. You're so smart. And every sea creature he meets, like Gabe said, just wants to know why he's so pouty. Along comes a squid, quite a slender, squiggly sight. She is squirmy, she is squelchy, she is slightly impolite. Hey, Mr. Fish, you kaleidoscope of mope. How about a smile, a little joy, a little hope? Says the fish to his friend. Mrs. Squid, I will try, but I haven't any choice. Take a look and you'll see why. I'm a pout pout fish with a pout pout face, so I spread the dreary wearies all over the place. Blub, blub, blub.
He said dreary, dreary.
Dreary wearies. Kanae?
I think sprinkles.
Excuse me, Kanae is making a good prediction. Let's listen to her words.
All the animals make a pattern with their words, and it really means what the page looks like.
Very good. So Gabe noticed the pattern with the actions in the story. The same action keeps happening with the sea creatures and how the Pout Pout fish is reacting, but Kanae noticed a different pattern. She noticed that the Pout Pout fish keeps saying the same phrase over and over again to each animal. Along comes an octopus with 8 great arms covered on the underside with tiny sucker charms. Hey, Mr. Fish, let me tell it to you straight. Your hulky bulky sulking is an unattractive trait. Says the fish to his friend, Mr. 8, my chum, with a mouth like mine, I am destined to be glum. What do you think's wrong with his mouth?
Oh.
What's wrong with the Pout Pout fish's mouth?
It looks pouty.
Jeremiah?
He don't have any friends.
Well, he doesn't have friends, but listen, it says, with a mouth like mine, I am destined to be glum. Why? He's saying his mouth just makes him pouty. Why? What's his lips look like? Malachi?
A frown.
They always look like a frown. I think he doesn't think that it's possible to turn it upside down. Let's keep reading to find out. Ready? I'm a pout pout fish with a pout pout face, so I spread the dreary wearies all over the place. Blub, blub, blub. This is my favorite because that poor fish just looks like he is so sad.
I think he's telling me.
Oh, let's track. Now along comes a fish in a silent silver shimmer. The gang has never seen before this bright and brilliant swimmer. She approaches Mr. Fish, but instead of saying, hey,
She gives me this.
we raise a quiet hand in this classroom. Who can raise a quiet hand and say a prediction they have? Devon? It says she approaches Mr. Fish, but instead of saying, hey, what do you think she's going to do? Kiss him? Does anybody else have a different prediction? I see that some scholars agree.
And every time the Lord blood comes, he always get trapped and falling.
Very good. I like how you noticed that pattern also. He's either falling onto something or he's trapped. Very good. Let's find out if your prediction comes true. She plants a kiss upon his pout. And then she swims away. Mr. Fish is most astounded. Mr. Fish is just aghast. He is stone-faced like a statue. Then he blinks and speaks at last. My friend, says Mr. Fish, I should have known it all along. I thought that I was pouty, but it turns out I was wrong. I'm a kiss fish with a kiss face for spreading cheery cheeries all over the place. Do you remember what he gives now instead of blubs?
Kiss.
Ready? So I'll smooch, 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 smooch.